Lake Superior College training facility, used by thousands of first responders each year, is in need of a big investment. Northern News Now, Sophia Lauber visited the facility in Gary, New Duluth today, learning about the trainings held there and the forever chemicals that could put the center at risk.
Leaders with Lake Superior College and the Duluth Fire Department say this space provides crucial hands-on emergency response training, making it essential. PFAS mitigation work happens here as soon as possible, so this facility can stay up and running.
And instead of doing something like a video or something like that, you see the smoke, you see where it's coming from, and then you direct your crews.
The facility provides a wide variety of training opportunities for first responders, from students at LSC to agencies across the Northland.
Yeah, there's nothing like this in the state currently.
But LSC says millions of dollars in PFAS cleanup is needed to keep the training going.
There is always that risk of being shut down. Nobody wants that to happen because the firefighting training is so critical to this region.
A firefighting foam used widely in the past contained PFAS. PFAS is one of the contributing factors to higher rates in cancer among firefighters. While no longer in use at the facility, the forever chemicals remain in the ground and can work their way into water sources.
So the mitigation is really important so that we can continue to be good stewards of our land and good stewards to our community.
LSC has already spent roughly $1 million on investigation work. They're now asking the state for another $6 million to continue mitigation.
It's not only can we use it to train our younger firefighters and just keep our skills up, but now we can do advanced stuff with our command staff as well.
LSC is actively looking for alternative locations where training can continue while mitigation happens here, but the end goal is to return to the space once work is complete. In Duluth, Sophia Lauber, Northern News Now.
Sophia, thank you. And until more investigation is done, LSC does not know exactly what mitigation will look like or how expensive and extensive it will be.